taking jabs in life, you ain't got a puncher's chance. Watch me lay these hands like a preacher gained a bunch of fans. Ain't about who the favorite, who the best, they a bunch of stands. Know I'm highly favored cause these fists got me out mini jam. They say fight the power, but I got power to fight now. Know he gon' be barking at the way and tell him pipe down. Jab, right hook, uppercut, he see the light now. Now the crowd begging for the KO like right now. Never took an L with my chin up, fold him like a sit-up. This trainer going pops, Craig, get up. Never took an L with my chin up, fold him like a sit-up. This trainer going pops, Craig, get up.
It's just me today. What's going on, y'all? Y'all stuck with me today. So let's get into it. Before we get into it, man, I want to say my boy Tank. The news gonna come out. My boy Tank coming back. Tank's coming back. They about to give him the WBA belt back, and we about to start this back up. Come to find out, the person, that alleged that, Tank attacked her, it was fabricated. She did it to get money out of him. And now he about to get her a lawsuit now. So that's why I say, man, innocent until proven guilty, no matter what it is, man. Innocent until proven guilty. But yeah, let's get into it. So this fight card. So we got Keith one-time Thurman and Sebastian Fundora, and then we got this undercard. But usually, I don't I'm gonna be honest. It's so much going on with boxing that today I'm gonna just do the full card, like even with their videos and everything, because it's getting to a point now where it's kind of slim pickings, like with boxing right now. So I need some new. What's up, Pops? I need some new boxing faces, man. So we're gonna introduce ourselves together, man. So let me this first guy, we're gonna call him G-Hove, man, because today ain't the day to be doing that. Let's do his first. Let's do his video first.
The winner by way of technical knockout, Big Goog, Gurgen Hovhannisyan.
Nice jab once again by Big Googs. Nice combination, sharp work by the Armenian. Go to work now on Michael Coffey. Hard hook that time by Googs. Right hand, leading with the right hand. Coffey is going to have to...
Okay. So just the heavyweight division too, by the way, the heavyweight division so depleted, man. I'm just looking forward to seeing fighters. But let's do this real quick. I want to go to his to the box rec real quick. You gotta pull up the box rec. All right, so it gotta be one name. Yeah, it gotta be. Oh man, it's a lot of let me see. Let me spell his full last name, man. It got to be only one of them last names. Active. What's his first name? Let's look at his first name. I'm gonna put G at the end. There we go. All right. Gurgen. 8 wins, 8 KOs. Okay, so he's up and coming. Up and coming heavyweight. We need our heavyweights. 29 years old. Okay, no, 28 years old. Okay. From Armenia. But he live in Los Angeles. Okay, so he's from so he over here. Okay, so he trying to make it happen. Okay. Resume, we ain't really gotta look at the resume for real. We ain't gotta really look at that. Let's show the other guy.
Popping shots to the body. Yeah, huge right hand from Cesar Navarro, and he puts down the massive Cuban heavyweight.
He's hurt.
He's hurt. 7, 8. He answers the count, but his goodness.
There's a lot of time left, guys. Step that way. There is 2 minutes and 28 seconds left.
Peral's in trouble. Right hand to the
body, Navarro, and he's looking to take his head off.
Wow.
Barrow is hurt. He's on wobbly leg.
All right, so Cesar Navarro. So this is what we need to. So this is another Mexican heavyweight too, man. That's good. It's good seeing a Mexican heavyweight. So Cesar Navarro, 15 wins, 13 KOs. Okay, he got power. He got 3 losses. Okay, 3 losses. Okay, but no knockouts. It's gonna be a good fight. I'm gonna actually watch this. No cap. I'm gonna actually watch this. But I think I'm gonna go with Cesar Navarro, man. But just
Popping shots to the body. Yeah, huge right hand from Cesar Navarro, and he puts down the massive Cuban heavyweight.
he's hurt. I'm going with Cesar just based off the Bible scripture on the back of his trunks. But I will say, Cesar, he less of a heavyweight. What can I? Yeah, he. What up, my dog? It was good. It was good. Yeah, he at least of a heavyweight, but if he keep his speed up, he should be able to beat this guy.
The winner by way of
Now he got some power, and you might have to fight him up close, but we'll see. But like I said, I want to start looking at different fighters because it seems like the fighters are depleting now, and I know they not. It's fighters out here, and I refuse. No shade, no nothing like that, but no shade. But I refuse to start watching streamers bots. So introducing myself to fighters. All right, so Nets. Who we got next? Next up, we got this one's a little bit better. This one is not a little bit better, but this one is more known. We know Terry Boucher. But this guy right here, Hernandez, boogeyman of 160. Boogeyman of 160. So let me show you a video, Pops, if you still on here. Boogeyman.
It's going to start with punches. First time that Hernandez has seen round 9. He's not faced Lara. There's also the unified champion Janabek, Alim Kanuli, and Carlos Adames, who are title holders at 160 as
shows that maturity as he calls Davis forward.
Listen, there's ways that you make a statement. You get a knockout and people go crazy. When you give a performance like Hernandez is doing tonight, I mean, it really opens up sides.
Boogeyman. And Terry, but I'm gonna show
The fans want. I know that's what we want, man.
yeah, overanalysis can lead to paralysis, Abner. And he's fought, though, on the biggest stage on the straight right. Just dropped Garcia. There's the missile on cue. A fearsome right hand that we've seen in the past.
The right punches thrown in Gaucher. That was the right hand to a left-hander in Garcia.
Garcia coming off his first loss, now facing early adversity here in the first round.
Get this round close. I mean, it's a 10-8 round right now because of the knockdown.
Yeah. Hold on, what you say, Pops? Yeah, man, he the boogeyman of 160, man. He's scary. That same fight I just showed, man, the guy, he was walking the guy down, and the guy like swung and he went like this. And then he came back with it like a hook. Like, oh, I was like, oh my, yeah. Boogeyman. I'm gonna show you his name again. Hernandez. I'm gonna show his boss rec real quick too. So his boss rec. 9 wins, 8 KOs. 28 years old, Cuba, 6'2", and he tall. 6'2". Right now, he from Cuba, but he in a Providence. I'm gonna just peek at his resume. I know, yeah, that was Kyron Davis who he fought. Kyron Davis is a seasoned fighter. So that was a good step up fight for him. But yeah. Let's do Terry real quick. Former Olympian pedigree. Did I spell it wrong? Or he just ain't got it on here? Hold on. Oh, Terrell. Terrell, 24 wins, 12 KOs, 5 losses, and he's been in the ring with some dogs. He's 5'10", so it's a height difference already. Yeah, the height difference is big. Yeah, so he's been in some wars. He's fought Carlos Adames, Tim Tszyu, Erison Lubin, Austin Trout, Erislandy Lara. So he got some experience. You know, Terry got some experience on him, but I think this is a I think this is a showcase fight for Hernandez. Go ahead and send him off to the shadow round so he can go ahead and get him a title shot. I mean, it's really nothing going on at 160. Carlos Adames, he just won his recent fight with Almo Williams, but he just announced that he going to 168. So it's really nobody at 160. So you might as well just go ahead and give him a belt, man. Because 160, it ain't been no smoke at 160 in years. Even when Triple G was there, because he was ducking. Yeah. So those two. So Johan, and those two, that's gonna be a real tough one, because I ain't gonna knock Terrell down like that. I'm gonna go back on it. Terrell got experience. He has a quick right. He has a quick right hand. This will be a good test. He's been through some wars. He's been in the ring with Carlos Adames, so that's the type of style that Hernandez gives a bit, but he hits a little harder. But he's been in some wars, so it's going to be interesting to see if he can catch Hernandez with something. Because honestly, let's keep it real, we haven't really seen Hernandez get his chin touched. So you still got that possibility. So, but this is boxing. I'm gonna keep it the way it's gonna stay, and I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna give it to Hernandez. Hernandez by, let's see, I'm gonna do a 6. Nah, I'm gonna respect Terrell. 9th round. I say 9th round. But lately, this guy hasn't really been well, they both been active, so we'll see. I'm gonna go to commercial break. This is probably gonna be one of the quickest shows since it's just me. But we're gonna go to commercial break. When we come back, I'm gonna do Mendoza and tell us when we come back.
Nothing in this world can stop the sunshine. I can't go under.
All right, we back. So I did this purposely. I didn't get a video of him or Tellus, but I am gonna show Brian Mendoza when he knocked.
There's that uppercut. But once he's inside, he doesn't let him again. Mendoza was trying to do it. Well, there it is. Now he's trying to
Yeah, that was the first time Mendoza, not Mendoza. That's the first time Fundora had lost. But let's look up Mendoza though, man, because I thought he was on the rise, man, and then he had a fight, and like he looked so bad. He looked so bad, man. With like he just like fell off the map. That's one thing too, man, about fighters, man. And I'm really like in no position really to be with fighters. So let me say this. Let me just say this, man. When you lose, oh yeah, for sure. They have been. I want to say this, like with fighters, and this is no slight. I mean, of course, when you have a fight and you lose, of course, you probably need a break or something like that. But like, once you lose, like, get back in that ring, man. Like, don't lose and be like out for like a year. I mean, if it was a brutal like KO and you need time, that's cool. But like, if it's like a L, like unanimous decision, like, or it was a TKO, but it was just, it was what it was. Like, get back in the ring, man. Cause that's what's going on, man. These fighters lose and then they take like too much time off, man. Honestly, is really because of it's social media. I'm gonna just be real. It's because of social media. So I'm gonna show Giannis first. So 25 years old, 11 wins, 8 KOs, 1 loss. He fighting Brian Mendoza. This is his oh yeah, he fought Julian Williams. I remember this. This is gonna be a good fight. So this was Julian Williams' last fight, J-Rock's last fight. If y'all get a chance, y'all check out that fight, Julian Williams. Get these ass. Julian Williams versus Tellus. That was a good you know, J-Rock always been my dog. So it was good to see him go out that way. But yeah, this guy's pretty good, pretty good. But let's go back to Mendoza though. Mendoza, 23 wins, 17 KOs, 4 losses. And those losses, 5'10", 7-inch arm reach, 32 years old. So Tellus. And then he's fought Tim Tszyu. We saw this Sebastian Fundora. He lost against Tim Tszyu. That's the fight that he had that he just looked bad in. Like he didn't look himself. So oh yeah, he fought Jose Ramos. He looked bad in that too. But Jose Ramos is good. But he looked good. I remember when he beat Rosario in that Rosario one, that was a great performance, which led him to get a title shot with Sebastian Fundora, which Tim Tszyu took, which put Tim Tszyu back in the mess. And then y'all remember Fundora and Tim Tszyu. Yeah, man. So that's the story of 154, man, until Boots came. Now it seemed like don't nobody really want to fight now since Boots there. No, let me stop. But yeah, who I got in this fight? I'm gonna look at the comments. Yeah, J-Rock, no more. Yeah. Yeah. That's how I feel about Lubin now, too. I don't want to see Harrison Lubin in the ring anymore. Nope. But yeah, who I got for this? I'm gonna go with Mendoza. I always go with the more experienced guy. I seen the Tellus guy fight, and remember I said check out the Julian, but he got some holes open that I think Brian would kind of figure out and pick out. So that's my pick. So man, I'm gonna tell y'all, and I know my boys G and Tez, they got the same as that, probably the same directly as that pitch that I got. So, or they might flip it up too, because they boxing heads as well. Yep. So I got Caesar Navarro for the first one. I got Hernandez. Make sure y'all watch that Hernandez one. That Hernandez one, he's the boogeyman of 160. Y'all make sure y'all keep an eye on him. Make sure y'all watch that Hernandez fight. Then Brian Mendoza and Talis, that's gonna be a good fight. Just know that, these fighters, all these fighters on here, man, they fight. So you ain't gotta worry about nobody running. Look, and if I ain't told you, I'm telling you now, never underestimate a PBC card, because it'll be some fighters on there and they may not be as popular, but when you watch the card be actually like good. So I think, for what it's worth, I think this is a good card. So let's get to it, man. Keith, one-time Thurman against Sebastian Fundora. Let's do Keith, man. Let's do Keith Thurman. One thing's for sure, he should be fresh. Like, no excuses. He should be fresh, because it should be no excuses about he got all the rest he need. Out of like Errol Spence, Sean Porter, Crawford, he probably got still the most youth in him, because I mean, when he Dutch Spence for so long, to the point where he like got injured and like came back and fought one fight and be gone, and then have another fight. So Keith is in pretty good he should be in pretty good shape compared to those other guys. But for this one, he's at 154. His first fight that he had against that Brock guy in Australia, he looked like Keith Thurman. He looked comfortable at the weight, which is good. He still got the power at 154. And Keith has IQ. Keith has IQ. I know a lot of social media people like talk about Thurman, but it's never been about his fighting skills. Like Keith Thurman is nice. It's just always the issue just been with him with the duck and Spence, because we probably could have seen Undisputed at 147 a lot earlier. But anyway, yeah. So that's one thing Keith still got. So he got that, and then he got IQ. So let's not forget that. He got experience. So this is not like his first big fight. Like, he been in some wars, you know what I'm saying? So Keith's last fight, Keith's last night. But yeah, man. I think he either gonna be Keith two-time Thurman or Keith last time Thurman. He gonna be either or. But so Keith got that going on with him, but this is a different type of guy he fighting though. So let's go to Fundora real quick. I'm a type of man before I show it up. So Sebastian Fundora is different. He's a scary different. He's a scary different. So Sebastian Fundora, 23 wins, 15 KOs, 1 loss, 1 KO. Y'all just saw that video with Brian Mendoza. That was his first loss and his first KO. 28 years old, 6'5.5", 80-inch arm reach. And you know what? Sebastian Fundora been in some wars too. As you can see, Tim Tszyu, of course, twice. Brian Mendoza, you just saw that one. Do y'all count the Lubin? I don't know. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know if y'all count that one. But he's been in some wars. Now the scariest thing about Sebastian Fundora is he gritty. Man, Sebastian Fundora is gritty. And this is one thing that Keith might have to go in deep waters because yeah, facts. He came right back too. Like, and that's why people don't really remember. People remember it, but it's not really like big because as soon as Pops, you right. As soon as he lost, he was right back in the ring. He was like right back. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like fighters gotta, if you lose, get back in that ring, or you just giving people more time, especially in this generation. You giving more people time to make memes, make videos. Now they like, oh, where you at? Not, you know what I mean? No. As soon as you lose, get yourself together, get right back in that ring. But yeah, the scary thing about Fundora is, man, he like fighting up close. Sometimes he don't use his reach to his advantage, and that might be a problem. That might be a problem for Keith Thurman. If Keith Thurman can't reach him, that's going to be a problem. I can see Fundora trying to smother him and get him up out of there. My thing is, what's the plan that Keith is going to have? Because it's going to be interesting to see his IQ because Keith has real good IQ. So it's going to be real interesting to see how he handles Fundora. Me personally, somebody taller than me, man, I'm going straight to the body, man, straight to them ribs, man. You know, people don't really people on the street are not built like fighters. So you can get away with one of them. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just go with I think I'm gonna go ahead and go yeah, I'm gonna go. Dang. Did I give everybody they credit enough? Yeah, I did. Well, IQ, and then Fundora has IQ too. Now, I've seen them sometimes like run into the same stuff over again, but I want to see what Keith Thurman does. But like G just said, Keith's last check, man. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad, y'all. It's gonna be bad. Because Fundora been like working. Like for this training camp, he went up to the mountains and they showed a video. I wish I could show it on here, but YouTube be tripping with the videos. I can only do so much, but he was training in snow boots. Like all his training was in snow boots. Like he had snow boots hitting the heavy bad, and he was like up in the mountains in straight solitude. No, yeah. Ooh, Keith. But the good thing is PBC still rolling. You know Al gonna look out for him. He can always come back, get on the microphone, talk about a few fights. You know what? The David Benavidez fight is gonna be on PBC, man. Maybe you'll see him in a suit. Maybe that's gonna be the beginning, man. And I'm being for real. Like, Keith Thurman is a good analysis, man. But this is gonna be his last fight, and it might not go past 8. I'm gonna give him 8. Just based off Keith Thurman IQ, it's not going to be no easy thing. It might have to figure it out. But if Keith win, that changes everything. Now we got to see if Keith win. We got to really see what he about now. Like, are you going to win the belts, and are you going to stay at 154 and going to actually compete? Because Boots there. I mean, that's who will really be next because. You say 6 or 7. Yeah, yeah, around there. But if he wins, though, if he wins, like he can't duck this time. Like he ducked Spence already. Um, he can't duck this one because it's a different type of it's a different world now. You got social media, you got people who ain't got no lives making pages. They ain't got nothing to do but just like keep tabs on you and what you doing and what's going on with you. He ain't gonna be able to do it. So if he win, man, say at 154, get and go ahead and do that Boots fight because Boots and Virgil Ortiz is done. And now Xander, Zayas, and Boots gonna be fighting now. And Xander got 2 belts. Boots go ahead and get them. Well, that's gonna be a good fight, but Boots gonna slaughter him. So Boots get them belts up off of him. Keith get that belt. You just unify. Then you'll have an undisputed real soon. But we'll see. But I know for sure Fundora, if he does win, his next fight should be a unification. No ifs, ands, or buts. So if it's gonna be Boots and Fundora, which is that's a fight I like to see. Boots and Fundora. I want to see how that go. That's a big challenge for Boots because he can't like just slip and slide in like he want to because he gonna be meeting with something because of Fundora's 80-inch arm reach. So that's something to see. But yeah, I got Sebastian Fundora. I ain't gonna say KO, like he ain't gonna knock him out like out cold. So I'll say TKO, 7th round. You know Al gonna look out for his fighter. So Keith gonna be good. It's gonna be a good check, a good little test to see where he at. We know where he at, but he need to see where he at. So he'll be with PBC. He'll be with Brian Custer and Fedora go on, man. He probably need to unify that. So yeah, that's my picks. So yeah, those my picks, man. So I got Cesar Navarro. I got Hernandez. I got Brian Mendoza. Then I got Fundora. I believe I said that Hernandez fight. I can see him. I'm gonna give it 8 rounds. Hernandez might TKO him, but I'm real interested to see how far Terrell can take him, based off Terrell having the experience being in the ring with a few dogs. And then Brian Mendoza, I'm doing it based off of experience too. He's fought Fundora. He's been in there with some dogs. He didn't look his best, but you know what? Just because the fighter don't look his best one fight, don't mean he ain't gonna look his best his next fight. That's why I don't look at wins and losses as much. But yeah, so that's my pick. But before I wrap it up, it's kind of early, right? Before I wrap it up, though, few things. There was a woman fighter on here, and I didn't put it on here, but she had a fight the past weekend, and she got like knocked out and had to leave on a stretcher. At first she was in a coma. She woke up out of that coma, and she good now. I think they released her out the hospital, but she good now. But that just goes to show you, man, boxing ain't no joke. Boxing ain't no game. Much prayers to her. When stuff like this happen, because like she wasn't like a popular fighter, she's like an up and coming fighter. Like the promoter should be paying for that medical bill. I mean, I'm not saying that they ain't, but that's just my thing. Like, if these fighters gonna be fighting and making you money, and you got certain fighters as low level fighters, and they ain't got much, and they out there and they get seriously hurt like they not, man. You gotta take care of them. Fighters got to watch out for promoters like that too, man. Make sure they ain't got no life insurance policies out on you that you don't know about. But yeah, like I said, Tank is back. How I know Tank is back? So Floyd Schofield Jr. and Lucas Body was supposed to they got a fight, and their fight was supposed to be for the WBA title, vacant title. But since Tank stuff then came out that none of that stuff was true with the accuser, she made up everything. They like, what? Wait, nope. So they about to give Tank the belt back. Tank about to come back. Hopefully we'll see Shakur and Tank. We gotta see what Shakur gonna do, because he doesn't have a belt at 135 no more because the WBC stripped him, but he has a belt at 140. So is he gonna go back down, or is Tank gonna move up? So we'll see about that. I said Boots and Xander Zayas, they fighting in June 6th. Excuse me, he's supposed to be coming out. And yeah, we'll see then. So man, we're gonna see these fights. Of course, it's gonna be on Amazon Prime pay-per-view. Listen, get it how you get it. You know what I'm saying? Get it how you get it, because the pay-per-view is like $75. That's the thing about pay-per-view, you know. It could be a hit or miss, you know. It could be a hit or miss. But if you love boxing, you'll find a way to watch it. But besides that, I ain't got nothing else. Keep it boxing, keep it in the square circle. We'll see you. Oh, remember, just because G and Tez ain't here doesn't mean that they're not here. They always here. So we'll see y'all in this.
If you taking jabs in life, you ain't got a puncher's chance. Watch me lay these hands like a preacher gained a bunch of fans. Ain't about who the favorite, who the best, they a bunch of stands. Know I'm highly favored cause these fists got me out mini jam. They say fight the power, but I got